Welcome to Big Daddy Storytime. We're reading Disney's The Rescuers. Deep in Devil's Bayou sat an old, rotting riverboat. A lonely little orphan girl named Penny had been kidnapped and brought there by two terrible people. One dark night, Penny secretly placed a message in a bottle and dropped it into the water. She hoped someone somewhere would find her message and rescue her. Someone did find Penny's message. A very special group of mice named the Rescue Aid Society. They called an emergency meeting to find a way to help poor Penny. It looked like a difficult case. Mrs. Bianca, a most adventurous agent, immediately volunteered to take the case, but she needed to choose a partner. "I pick Mr. Bernard," said Bianca, pointing to the timid janitor. Me?" Stumbled Bernard. But I'm only. Oh, come on! You'll make a perfectly wonderful agent. So Bianca and Bernard flew to Devil's Bayou with the help of a dragonfly and his leaf boat. They made their way across the swamp to where Penny was held prisoner. Quietly, the two mice climbed onto the old riverboat and peeked through the window. There were the kidnappers. The boss was Medusa, or Madame Medusa, a mean and greedy woman who kept crocodiles as her pets. Her helper, Snoops. "I want that diamond," snarled Medusa, swinging her cane at Snoops. "You put that brat down into the prison cave again tomorrow and make her find that big diamond." "But she won't listen to me," said Snoops hopefully. "Do we have to use her?" "Of course we do, you nitwit. She's the only one small enough to squeeze down the black hole." Bernard gasped. "We've got to find Penny and get her out of here tonight." They had only gone a few feet from Medusa when Medusa's pet crocodile spotted them. The two mice scurried away, and that with the crocodile snapping at their heels, they ran across the floor, under the furniture, up the curtains, and into the pipe organ. The chase was so noisious that Medusa came to see what was going on. "Eek! Mice! Oh, get them! Snoops, get 'em!" Snoops swung madly at Bianca and Bernard with a broom. Medusa grabbed a shotgun and began blasting away at the floor. Friction. Bianca and Bernard escaped under the door unharmed. Bianca was out of breath. "Why, she tried to kill us." It's no use, Bianca," said Bernard hopelessly. "What can two little mice do?" "But, Bernard, the society is counting on us. We're Penny's only hope. Come on, let's find her room." Later that night, Medusa called Penny downstairs. "Tomorrow you're going to find that diamond, dear. Then will you please take me back to the orphanage so I can get adopted?" asked Penny. "Adopted? What makes you think anyone would want a homely child like you?" More than anything else, Penny wanted a mother and a father, but Medusa had broken her dreams. She returned to her room in tears. As Penny knelt by her bed and said her prayers, she heard a tiny voice. Penny, we found the bottle with your message. We've come to rescue you, said it was Bernard. Penny hugged her teddy bear. Did you hear that, Teddy? Our bottle worked. When she looked down at the two tiny mice, didn't you bring anyone big with you? Like the police? Bianca smiled. No, Penny, but if we all work together and have a little faith, everything will turn out right. So the three of them spent the rest of the night planning an escape. Early the next morning, Medusa burst into Penny's room. Come along, Penny, dear. We're going to find that diamond this morning. When Penny got dressed, Bianca and Bernard hid in her dress pocket. Then Medusa and Snoops took Penny off to the pirate's cave across the swamp. Penny looked at the small opening in the ground and grew very frightened. I don't want to go down into that awful black hole again. The cave always filled with water. Medusa snarled at Penny and grabbed her teddy bear. You'll go down there and find that diamond, or you'll never see your precious Teddy again. Snoops put Penny into an old bucket and lowered her through a small hole in the ground. Down, down Penny went into the wet, dark cave. When the bucket reached the bottom, Bianca looked around. Oh, what a dreadfully frightful place. Come on, girls, said Bernard nervously. Let's look for that diamond so we can get out of here. A loud crash of water came from a deep, dark hole in the cave. Penny shuddered. Oh, I'm afraid to go over there. That's where the water comes in. If I were a pirate, that's where I'd hide a diamond, declared Bernard. He began to climb around the gaping hole. Surely enough, on the other side of the hole was a huge diamond hidden inside a pirate's skull. But even with the help of Penny and Bianca, Bernard couldn't get the diamond out. The tide was coming in, and the water began to flood the cave. The three of them worked frantically on the skull. Finally, Penny found a rusty pirate sword and pried the diamond out. They ran for the bucket, and just as the cave filled with water, they were pulled up to safety. Medusa grabbed the huge diamond from Penny and held it tightly. It's worth millions, and it's mine at last. Let me see it, whimpered Snoops. It's half mine. I'm not sharing it with anybody, snarled Medusa, and she ran off to the river boat with Snoops chasing after her. One of Medusa's crocodiles grabbed the back of Penny's dress with his teeth and picked her up. Put me down, you creepy old dragon. But the crocodile ignored Penny and carried her back to the riverboat. Bianca and Bernard ran after them. When the two mice arrived at the riverboat, they found Medusa holding Penny and Snoops at gunpoint. Don't either of you try to follow me, warned Medusa as she cuddled Penny's teddy bear. She smiled to think how clever she had been to hide the valuable diamond inside the toy bear. Medusa began to back out of the room. We've got to do something fast, whispered Bianca. She and Bernard quickly strung a string across the doorway. The wicked Medusa tripped and fell with a crash, and Penny grabbed up her teddy. Bianca and Bernard and Penny ran towards Medusa's waiting swamp mobile. and climbed onto it. They drove away from the riverboat, leaving Medusa behind, wailing, "My diamond! There goes my diamond!" Penny finally got back to her orphanage safely. She gave the valuable diamond to a famous museum where it would be safe from people like Medusa and Snoops. And later, and best of all, Penny was adopted by a nice family. At last, a mother and a father. At last, she had a mother and a father. Back at the Rescue Aid Society, the members gathered around Bernard and Bianca to congratulate them. "Bernard, you were simply wonderful." "Gee, thanks, Bianca," Bernard blushed. "I guess we proved one thing. Even though you may be small, it doesn't have to keep you from doing something big." And I'm going to leave you with this word. Learn from Bernard and Bianca. It does not matter what size you are. You still can do great things to help in times of need. Thank you for viewing, and come back and view on Big Daddy Storytime for more videos. Be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.